Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all keeping well. I had the privilege of viewing a webinar earlier this morning by Robin Banks, and any of the estate agents in the field would know that he's bloody brilliant, and yeah, it was very inspirational and very motivating. So if you are in need of a bit of motivation and so on, check out one or two of his videos. You won't be disappointed. And he's also an awesome, funny guy, and he knows what he's doing. So check him out, Robin Banks. On today's topic, it's quite an awesome topic, a very relevant topic. We're going to be chatting about lessors and lessees. Obviously, COVID-19 has affected a lot of people in terms of their jobs. You know, some guys aren't getting paid at the moment, some are getting paid less. So some of your tenants are now pleading, to not have to pay at all. But yeah, we're going to delve a little bit deeper into that. Alright, so if you are a lessor of a property and you're currently sitting with a tenant that's not willing to pay or is trying to get out of paying over this time period, let me give you a little bit of a insight as to what one can do and how you can go about this whole thing. A lot of tenants are currently claiming that this is a force majeure, an act of God. While it can be seen that way, in terms of residential property, it's not the case. Because what it states is, in an act of God, you as the lessee have to be denied possession of the property. So obviously, currently, everyone is stuck at home, so you have full access to the property, and you actually have more access now to it than you would have when you were working, for example. So unfortunately, one cannot use that as an excuse. Alright, so there are three options that the guys can use out there, tenants and landlords respectively. The first being that tpn.co.za have allowed that landlords can use their deposits, the tenants' deposits, as a source of rental income over this time period. Obviously that's all good and well, but the tenant will then have to obviously make up that particular deposit, whatever it may be. So you guys can come to an agreement of sorts, whether it's 500 bucks extra a month or 1,000 rand extra for whatever time period. Obviously that deposit will need to be fulfilled or brought back to its original state, and then it will go back into a trust and interest-bearing account. Okay, so the second option that one can look at is, let's say for example your tenant is only getting paid a portion of his or her salary now over this time, and they would like to pay less. All good and well, that's fine. All you do is you need to capitalize whatever they are paying less, and obviously agree to the time period that he or she will have to pay that amount back over the next couple of months, for example. If we have a look at the third option, let's say for example you had a tenant that was meant to move out now in the interim, in this lockdown period. Obviously that is impossible, and there's nothing you can do about it, or they cannot vacate. So what do? The best option would be to drop an addendum or sign a month-to-month contract for the previous 3 weeks into April now, and then till the end of April. And once the lockdown period is over, you can then give your tenant a 1 month's calendar notice. Alright, so you're looking at give or take 2 to 3 months of that month to month, and then you can move on and get a new tenant, or access the property yourself as the owner. If you as a tenant or the landlord would like any more information regarding this situation and what you can do, go to tpn.co.za. I'll put up a little link to it on the video. and you can actually download the rental recovery pack. It's very informative, and I'm pretty sure it's going to help you a lot. Alright, if we quickly look at commercial property, you'll see on TPN there's a residential section and then a commercial section for each of these. Now the commercial one is quite interesting actually, because it could be seen as an act of God in their case, because you as the lessee cannot actually access the property at the moment. Let's say your office block, for example, you're not being able to utilize it at the moment. So I feel that you as a commercial property tenant do actually have a claim, and you can find relief, or not have to pay for the interim. But obviously you'll need to agree to that with your landlord, and I think the best thing at the moment is to negotiate with both parties. Get on the phone, email each other, and just be lenient at the moment. Just a lot of guys are going through a lot at the moment, so the main thing is work something out and catch it up at a later stage. Thanks guys, I hope this has been informative, and keep safe and have a lovely day further.